Last thing you want to hear is you were part of a Ponzi scheme. We all know what it is. We all heard about it. But did you know it's named after a real guy by the name of Charles Ponzi, who immigrated from Italy to Boston in the 1920s and swindled what would be the equivalent of today $250 million from people in just 9 months. We're going to tell this fascinating story in a podcast from Apple and At Will Media entitled Easy Money, the Charles Ponzi Story. And I am voicing Charles Ponzi in the podcast. It's a live world premiere June 13th at the Tribeca Film Festival, 5 p.m. I want you guys to be there. Get your tickets at tribecafilm.com. I'm going to be there live on stage with Jamie Lynn Ziegler breaking the whole thing down. Go get the tickets. They're going fast. See ya.
What the hell is it like sitting courtside at a freaking LA Laker playoff game? Holy
I've been at games where they come up and they go, hey, we're going to go to you after the second quarter and we're going to put you up on the Jumbotron, right? Hey, do the whole thing, right? So, second quarter, I move next to Jack Black. The cameras come over, right? I don't know, like, if when the camera comes on, if I should be like, yeah, like, or is this Jack Black's moment? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God. Double overtime before we cut to you, bro. I'm kidding.
So I start to lead in the shot, and I'm like, oh, Then I feel like they feel me leaning in, so they're going tighter on him. I'm like, oh.
Guys, appreciate you watching the cast and being a part of the Pete and Sebastian experience. If you want more of it, you want it at a higher level, I'm not just saying this, man. You got to check out Loose Ends. Every Tuesday, we go live on the Pete and Sebastian channel. So often Sebastian joins. He is actually tonight, I know for a fact. And we do stuff. Let me just give an example. On one of the casts, I made a TV commercial that we basically aired that I made for the guy who hooked me up with a Tahoe. The guy saw that. He made a commercial back for the cast. But we're only showing that on Loose Ends because it's a loose end. It's something he made and brought back. So there you go. It just never ends. I can't even say it all. I get so excited for this show, and it's just more of the Pete and Sebastian experience. It's $5 a month. Plus, you get all 4 regular episodes commercial free, and you get a bonus Pete and Sebastian cast episode on top of that. It's insane what you get. Oh my God, I sound like that fucking Crazy Eddie guy from those old commercials. That's it. I'm all over.
Crazy Eddie's going nuts with his lowest sale prices ever. See Crazy Eddie now. His blowout blitz sale prices are insane.
Thanks to ZocDoc for sponsoring this episode. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. The next time I need a doctor, there's only one place I'm going, and that's ZocDoc, baby. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/thecast to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/thecast. ZocDoc.com/thecast.
This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
All right, Pete and Sebastian Show back in the saddle. All right, last week talked a lot about, I had a lot on my plate. Didn't really get you going on your life. But I want to start by saying you celebrated a birthday over the last 2 weeks here. We have to give Pete a shout out on a happy birthday. I texted you happy birthday, and you shot back to me new leaf, new Pete. And if you wouldn't mind sharing, you don't have to if you don't want, but I just thought it'd be a nice place to start. What revelation did you have where you like, you know what, I'm a wiser man? I think he actually threw in handsome.
Older, wiser, handsome man enjoying the last years, enjoying the back nine.
Yeah, the back nine. I
Like
say
that.
the back nine is sound like you're gonna die in 5 days. You know, like.
But in
I think
golf,
we gotta
really,
come up with
the half. Like I'm never gonna have. If this was half, that'd be unbelievable. I'd be 110.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm just saying, back nine to me sounds like.
I hear you. Out to pasture.
Yeah, you got your ARP card, and they just found a lump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. But older, wiser, not afraid to say, say exactly what you mean. This and that. I'll give you an example. I'm a little thrown to start the show. I'm still trying to register it with the comment about, and then we'll do one in June and we'll be done. What do you mean be done? What was it done?
No, done. Done with shooting for June because I'm on vacation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, great. Okay. I don't like where we're going with this. Is that my? I don't know. I got to know what I'm wearing for my last cast episode. By the way, we're both in light blue today, which is a little.
It's a gray
uniformy. You're in a gray.
It's a gray.
All right. I'm gonna light.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, thank you for the happy birthday. Thank you for the time. Yeah, dude, I feel like, you know what it is? Sorry, it's the second time I used it. Dude, I'm not into that. I feel like, yes, getting older, you're getting closer. That blows. But I'm like, I just felt like I woke up the day of my birthday, and I'm like, you know what I am, though, man? It's been a while since I've made the same mistake twice. I feel like the people that are close to me, are close to me for a reason. I've a lot of... you know what I'm saying? It's like, I've noticed some things in my mom and some things in my dad as they got older. Like, I really appreciate the way my dad enjoyed his life and got the most out of it and got the most out of the people around him. And then I also appreciate the way my mom didn't give a shit about how anyone felt anymore because the clock was ticking on her time and, I don't got time for that anymore. So it's a little of both, but, then it was Easter, same day as my birthday. Then the Pope died the next day. I mean, a lot of religious between God and the Pope muscling in on my day, bro. I was trying to get my own footing. Not to mention it was Hitler's birthday, same day as mine. So there's just a lot of moving parts. And then, how embarrassing is this? Thinking I'm older and wiser. I wake up the other day, and remind me, I have to tell you one other thing, because physically, something going on. Jackie goes, JJ they had the baby. They had a little girl, and I'm like, oh. She goes, yeah, it seems like it was like 24 hours ago, Pete, so, you're going to text them? And I was like, well, and she's like, well, you don't know, you're friendly with him, and you don't know he's had a kid. I mean, So
wait,
like,
JJ, right. What?
He didn't.
Yeah.
It was his brother. So later on that day, I shoot him a text. I even hit him with, having a girl is blah, blah, blah. Ho! Thanks, Petey, but it was my brother's. But I appreciate the kind words. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go down to Jackie. I'm like, Jackie's not through till June. I'm looking like an asshole with this. It could be bigger problems, but anyway, So I said to him, though, my next text, I'm like, wow, the Watts are shooting them out left and right, man. Watt clan's going.
What did you notice physically?
Oh, no, something going on physically. That's not something I normally do, but I'm on a juice detox, so I haven't had anything but juice since Sunday. And coffee, well, with nothing in it, just straight up black.
I didn't even think they had the availability in Fredonia for juicing. Where are you getting this juice from?
Oh my God, I'm married. We're winging this shit. Jackie bought a juicer, and she thought it would be a good idea if we detoxed on juice for a couple days, right? Since our spring break vacation. And she's like, I don't know. Some things say it's okay. It's not too good for us, so we won't do it too long. But let's just try to go like 3 days maybe. So I don't know if you've ever tried the juice shit, bro. I mean, you got to have a goddamn fucking truck back and, like beep, 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 just to get that much goddamn juice. We're stuffing so much shit in this thing. Celery, watermelon, prunes, just everything, man, throwing it in there. And then, we're each having a glass in the morning and then a glass in the afternoon. And like, just, you're not happy, and she pulls up, she was running with a friend and so she drives over to the friends and they run. And then when she comes back, she's pulling up in the car and the window's down. She's in the driveway. She's not even out of the car yet. And she goes, are you starving? Let's make some more juice. And I go, listen, Jack, we can fucking drink this shit till we're blue in the face. It's like waterboarding. It ain't going to make me not hungry. Then last night for dinner, my daughter's having chicken and corn and mashed potatoes. I mean, sweet potatoes. And me and Jackie sitting there, and Jackie goes, "Sip it, guy. You want it to last. It's all you have." So, granted, it's wild to wake up, and your stomach is like, I feel my stomach, and I'm like, is that my stomach or Stephen Dorff's? What a reference.
People are Googling that.
Stomach.
People are Googling that right now going, who? Oh, man.
So, supposed to go one more day. We'll see. I keep telling her I'm going to, like last night, she's watching TV and it's 9:45. And I'm like, and I'm in the other half living room yelling to her. And I'm like, I'm just going to eat. I'm just eating. And she's like, hey, guy, go ahead, guy. What do you want me to say? I'm not. If you want to, go ahead. I mean, stop doing that. I'm like, all right, whatever, because I am. And then I go in there and I fucking stand there for a minute. And I come back out and I'm like, I'm going to bed. I went to bed at 9:50. She's like, why? I'm like, why not? Why not? There's nothing to live for. There's nothing.
So you got another day on this? You're doing it Wednesday?
It's a Wednesday. We're going to slide into an apple in the morning and then a salad. Geez. Oh, I know, right? But I'm looking forward to this apple like it was a turkey, bro. I can't wait to get that apple. It rewires you. I remember some health nut telling me this. They're like, if you only eat fruit, then an apple will seem like a Twinkie to you. Yeah, okay. But it's getting to that point.
So you're unhinged. Yeah. You're unhinged, right?
You're supposed to have more energy.
Yeah. What do you?
Well, that's what she said. We're on day 2, and she goes, but they say day 2 you have more energy because now your body's not breaking down all that food. So then she went for a run right before we started the cast, and she comes in and she goes, "Holy shit, don't work out. I had to walk the last 3 miles on and off. I don't know what I was thinking." I go, "You tired?" She goes, "Yeah, what do you think, Pete? I'm only having juice." And I'm like, "Yeah, you act like I'm not. I am too." She goes, "No, if you're going to work out after you cast, don't. You can't." So that's where we're at with this thing. But thanks to Factor for sponsoring this episode. Make this your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. Eating well has never been this easy. Just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want. You can choose from breakfasts, lunch, dinners, or guilt-free snacks and desserts. Get outside instead of prepping and cooking indoors. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle. With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your goals. Choose from Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. Factor powers your day with satisfying breakfast, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. It's easy to save you more this spring. Factor meals pack in flavor with none of the fuss. And it's just so easy to make. Teriyaki salmon, Gouda chicken, filet mignon, tortellini, and all that tastes good. The meals are delicious. You can make them in no time at all. Get started at factormeals.com/thecast50off and use code thecast50off. That's all one thing, folks. Thecast50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's a code thecast50off at factormeals.com/thecast50off for 50% off plus free shipping. What are you waiting for? Thanks to ZocDoc for sponsoring this episode. Guys, when was the last time you scheduled an annual checkup? I'm guessing a lot of you are thinking, wow, it's been a minute. It's the perfect time now to reset our goals, whether that's cutting out junk food, joining a gym, or improving finances. For me, one of my top goals is finally booking that annual checkup. Thanks to ZocDoc, it's easier than ever. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. How easy, huh? We're talking about booking in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, primary care to urgent care, and more. Urgent care, how great is that? You need someone right then and there, but you don't want to leave your place? Boom, this is for you, ZocDoc. The next time you need a doctor, there's only one place to go, and that is ZocDoc, baby. It's just so easy. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/thecast to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/thecast. ZocDoc.com/thecast. I wanted to, I had a early 1970 moment the other day. Jackie was in a Kohl's. There's a Sephora in the Kohl's. Sadie wasn't with us. She was with a friend. So Jackie was in the Kohl's Sephora. And I go, I'm going to go wait in the car. I had the Roo with me. So I go back out to the Roo, and somehow I left the radio on when we were in the store. Point is, battery, I couldn't get it started. Battery was dead, right? So she's inside. I know I got jumper cables, but I don't know anybody. You ever do this move? I pull out the cables, and I put them into the, I lift up the hood and I pull out the jumper cables, and I'm slowly making a meal out of untangling them. I'm like that,
Oh, God.
And there's an old man across from me, and he looks over at me and he goes, "You need a jump?" And I'm like, "Oh, would you? I'd really appreciate it. Sure. From time to time, and he goes, "Let me just drive around." Then he goes to drive around to park head to head with me. As he's driving around, a lady right there sees me. She's like, "You need a jump?" I'm like, "Wow, man, Jesus. Freaking Niceville. What am I, in Niceville?" I said, "No, I got one coming from the guy, So then he hooks up with me, and I'm like, "Can I be on the cab, or do I have to be touching the battery?" Oh, my God. I'm asking questions on how to charge a battery. And he's like, "No, you should be good enough just on that." And you ever have someone back in the day when you've had someone jump you, right? You ever have that done in your life?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a whole theory on this, but go ahead.
So, oh yeah, that's right. You're fucking up their battery. But when they go to jump me, the first time I go to start it from the old man, his car's running, and I go to start mine, and it still won't turn. And I'm like, I felt like a lover, and the man's running out because I'm like, it won't start. I'm like, he's gonna leave me. I know he's gonna leave me. And then he goes, "Why don't you stop trying and give it a little longer?" I'm like, he's staying. Oh, he's staying. Okay, sir. I still need you. Oh, and then a little later I turned it and she turned over. Oh, and then you got it now. And now it's amazing. You're so grateful that this guy stayed and helped charge your battery. Like, this isn't even good stand-up, but it's funny to talk about with you. So you're so grateful that this guy did this. And then now that your car is started, you go, "I gotta get out, fucking tank him." Now you're annoyed that you gotta thank the guy. That's the only reason you're able to get the fuck out of there.
Well, listen, if you jump somebody and they were in the driver's seat, right, and they started, and then they just started pulling, and then they just reversed out of there. Well,
I'm folding up my cables. They give me a double beep. Double beep?
So I feel like the guy jumping you has so much power over you. Like
until my car starts.
Yeah.
Then it's gone.
Until the car, then it's gone. So, like, he could tell you, hey, Pete, do me a favor. Get out of your car, drop your pants, and dance in a circle for me, right?
That's why. Listen, I'm in a Kohl's. I already had a second offer before he even got his car in position, so I was coming from a place of confidence, man. I'm selling a nice house on the water. You know, I got a lot of options. I don't need you with your little. As a matter of fact, he started talking about he had a hat on, saying, "Oh, back when I used to commute," I'm like, "Hey, I'm almost willing to risk another jump if you don't start to be quiet." I don't need to hear this memory lane shit right now. But yeah, God. You're right. They do hold all the. And then by the time Jackie came out, I'm like, I put everything away, and she goes, "Oh, sorry, it's last. I couldn't get the car started. Guy came over, helped me get it jumped." And she's like, "Oh my God, all that happened, I was gone." Yeah, I'm literally bragging. I was about to call myself a man because I got my battery jumped. Oh my God! But the point is, I was that close to calling AAA. That's embarrassing.
Well, it's embarrassing just to go dead on the battery to begin with. I mean, listen. It's just, I feel like if I see a guy who's got the hood open of his car for any reason in a parking lot, I look at that guy and go, "That's it. Look at the irresponsible."
Absolutely.
Irresponsible.
I think lower middle class, possibly poverty. Right? Yeah. I guess you're going to have to walk home with your food stamp groceries.
Something about you needing
I had
help
the hood
with your
up. Yeah. Cables in hand, hood up. Oh my God! I may as well have had a cup that said "money for food."
No, I see that. I see irresponsible, or he's on the run. He's been in his car so long, dodging police. The battery wore out. That's another thing that comes to mind.
Even though your battery starts back up, I think we're on the same page. By the way, I hope I didn't say a little too much with the food stamps. What's going on? The thing's in the way.
Is that the juice?
Shit. That's my juice.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, you got shorts on? Bro, God damn. Oh, my God, you got shorts on.
Thank you, Jack. I got shorts on, bro, because
holy
work shorts. Thanks, Jack. What's in this one, Jack?
Watermelon, cantaloupe, nectarine, cucumber.
Watermelon. Thank you very much. Watermelon, cantaloupe, nectarine, cucumbers.
I take a
cargo
sip.
Shorts. Yeah. There you go. Now this will be a good one. It's the lunch one. It's mostly juices. I tell Jackie every time I sip that, I go, "This is what John Stamos and Rob Lowe are drinking right now." At maximum maintenance. Maximum maintenance. Right? That's good.
Oh, God.
So the battery thing, there's one other thing I wanted to, bro, I know you do a segment. I don't know if it's time for your segment, but a gentleman named Jeff, big fan of the cast, actually came on Patreon to talk about colognes and mentioned one that I would like. And I said, "Oh, I got to try that sometime." Literally the next morning, so he had already sent it out without telling me. And he said, "I think Sebastian will approve of this one." He sent me, it's called, and I've used it already, I like it, Explorer Mont Blanc. The same people that make the pen Mont Blanc, they make a cologne called Explorer. Have you heard of it?
No. What's the vibe? This segment, I'm populating my cologne collection to come back with more colognes. So we're in the midst of ordering the colognes. But I like how I do the segment and you're getting colognes. What the fuck, man? Is there a P.O. box or something that I could get this stuff from? How is it?
I think it's fantastic, but it means nothing without the connoisseur of the cologne world, you telling us what you think of it. So, bro, I've asked you through the years. I literally have people ask, we need a P.O. box. To just should be a whole product thing where you like plug and shit. They love to send you stuff. So I don't know if we have to have, Allie or someone set that up for us or Patrick.
All right, we'll get that. We'll set it up. I know the address. I'll give you an address. We'll post it on one of the shows.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, what a fun time that'll be, bro. Oh my God. You'll never have to buy another Christmas present.
I would like to do a live cologne in Las Vegas, in studio cologne. So we'll plan on having that. By the way, we are going to Las Vegas Memorial Day weekend. We are broadcasting live from the Wynn Hotel in their beautiful podcast room, which is, I believe, on the Encore side. Is it on the Encore side? Where is that? Do you know? Encore or Wynn? It's in the hotel. So broadcasting live. We also, I might as well make the announcement now. We'll be at Las Vegas Memorial Day weekend, Sunday, live from the Wynn Hotel. Please come by, check us out. We'll have some guests. We'll have a good time. You'll even possibly get an opportunity to come in the room with us and watch live. I think there's about 10 seats there, and you can watch live, ask questions, and whatnot. More information on that coming shortly.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, getting back to the jumping of the car and being white trash, and listen, we've all been there on that side of where we're looking for a jump. And I think I might have said this but as long as we're talking about it, I'm always worried that if I get asked to jump,
right,
that whatever you got, whatever disease your car has,
right,
is gonna then transfer over to mine, and then I'm gonna be dead, and then you're gonna be gone, and now I'm looking for a jump.
And do you remember the last cast when you said you would put cologne on your corpse? You'd have cologne put on you so people could smell it when they come to your wake?
Yeah.
I feel the same thing you feel about the battery. If I smell that cologne on you, whatever you got, now I got, and I'm going to be in my, as your son would put it, berry box soon after, because I sniffed your death particles. So it's the same warped shit that you're saying, man. It really is.
It's a warped mind. Yeah, so I'm sorry I cut you off. What do you got?
I got one last thing I wanted to ask you, by the way, before I forget. So I'm in church the other day, and it doesn't matter where I was, but the point is, there's a guy, and I've seen him before. I think I know him a little bit. Nice guy. He looks exactly like a friend of mine. Like, exactly. If my friend kept himself healthy and worked out. Like, so much to the point where a photo of this guy in a group chat with my high school buddies and go, "Hey, Ron, this is you. If you hit the Stairmaster," they would all go, "Holy shit, that's his." My question is, people can come up to you because you're famous legally, right? Have people done that and just taken a photo of you without asking? Is that they're legally allowed to, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I legally allowed to go up to this guy and do that? Or for some reason, no, because he's not a public figure in movies and shit?
I think you could take a picture of anybody legally. Doesn't matter if you're famous or not. You could go up, someone could take a picture of you, and why not?
Really, I could go right up to him and go, "You look like my friend."
Yeah.
I appreciate if you wouldn't do that. I'm like, wow, the way you're angry right now, that's perfect, because that's how my friend normally looks. Like, nothing, you can't do anything about that?
Yeah.
All right, I didn't know that. So is that for sure, or you just... Can I take a photo of your child?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
In a public setting, everything's free game, bro. Now, if you're going to broadcast that...
Oh, in a public setting.
I don't... For money, if you're going to, like... You know, because sometimes you see... Here, you're shooting a special. You're going to have signs all over the room. Your image will be in the special, and by being here means that you are allowing this to take place, right? That's the verbiage that they use when you're going to shoot a special for TV. If you didn't have those signs and no one knew that this was happening, and then the next thing you know, they turn on Netflix and then they see themselves in it, then you can't broadcast people's image for profit.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. I was wondering about that, man.
By the way, and I've noticed this going on the whole cast, and I have to point it out. What's going on with your eyes? There's something in your eye. It started with the left. Now we're on to the right. I'm seeing a lot of this. What's going on? Is this the juice? Is this the juice?
Hold on. It's contact lenses, but they're all right. Here we go. Man. Gosh, you're on everything, man.
I just don't.
Is it a heavy rub? Is it really? Oh, shit. All right. Sorry.
I'm just, bro, this is, it's a disease I have. I understand. No, it's a disease I have. And it reared its head over the weekend at a barbecue. Okay. I was sitting down with people I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I knew them maybe from another meeting. So this is like maybe the second time I've seen these people. We're sitting down at the table. I met this guy 2 weeks ago. I see him again here at the barbecue. He's eating ribs, right? And I see him take
tough
out.
One.
What, ribs?
To eat in public, that's a tough one. That's like, you can't, there's no way to eat them without looking like an animal. And then you got
it's a finger. Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. But in the middle of his meal, he takes out a baggie, and I see what he's doing. Right? He takes it, but he's hiding it. It's a Ziploc bag, sandwich bag, filled with supplements, vitamins, right? So he puts it in, and he's talking to everybody. He's like, yeah. And I'm looking at him, right? And then he's got the supplements in his hand, and he's like, yeah. And he's waiting to wolf the supplements without anybody seeing him, right? So he's like, yeah. And then he comes back up, right? He kind of threw them in his mouth, but I saw the whole thing. Well, a half hour goes by. I see him up at the bar. I go up to him. I go, we discussed this, and I think we discussed this on a podcast. I remember it. I go up to him. I go, hey, what's your take on public consumption of vitamins? Like, I go, I think that's a private thing. I don't think you should be wolfing down vitamin B tablets during the barbecue, right?
You're literally going up to people and telling them you have a problem with their behavior. You're like making the rules up. That should be naming a new special. I'm making the rules.
Well, I'm opening it up for discussion. What do you think about?
I thought you were saying it to the guy.
I was.
The guy who did it.
Yeah.
You're saying you can't do that.
I say, and he goes, oh my, but I said it in a, joking way.
I know.
But he was Italian. He was an Italian guy, 47 years old, built. He's like, oh my God. He goes, you're the last person I would want to, he goes, I thought I was in the clear. I didn't think anybody saw me. You're the last person I would want to, I go, bro, if you're going to do that, you got to either do it in the bathroom, you got to step away. You can't be wolfing down vitamin C shit right in the middle of a barbecue. I'm sorry. If vitamins to me is a private thing. I don't want to be at a table and a guy take out his pills and go and act like nothing happened. Like what the fuck did you just pop? No.
Well, even if you know it's a vitamin and not like drugs, do you put it in the medicine category or more of the mint category, mint candy category?
No, a supplement to me is in the medicine category. So let's say you're on cholesterol medication or you're on whatever you're on, antidepressants, whatever comes in an orange bottle at your house, right?
Right.
Do you think you could go and casually pop that in your mouth amongst six?
Yes, I feel over the counter can be eaten in public. Anything you need a prescription for, take it to the bathroom. Rule of thumb. That's a rule of thumb. If I can get it at Rite Aid, then you could pop it at the barbecue. What I got a bigger problem with is the hiding of it in a, oh my God, bro. Forget Sebastian saw it. Focus on that Sebastian saw a fucking Ziploc bag on your hip. I mean, Glad Ziploc, or like you're just calling it? Was it a custom bag that looked?
No, it was like a Glad, like you know, it could have been the vitamins or a bologna sandwich.
Oh, right. Well, now you got coming out of the hip in a Glad bag like that. How do I not know that you're not doing crystal meth in tablet form at my fucking barbecue? Right? If it's a supplement, own up to it. Bring them out. I'm like, got my vitamin C. I always pop it in before the rib, you know? Make a thing out of it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You got to announce it, even if it's prescribed medication and you take out your pills and go, I got diabetes. No, come on. I got diabetes. I got to fucking take this shit every hour or whatever the hell it is. You got to announce it. I got to know what you have if you're taking it in front of me.
No, you can't. You can't be taking your diabetic pills in front of me right before I'm eating ribs. That's a bathroom thing. It's a bathroom thing, man. I'm telling you.
Unless you announce it. I'm just saying, like, you got to announce it. So where does it
stop then? I'm a diabetic. I only do the needle. Sorry. Tell Caruso, look away. Look at the bird. I mean, where does it end? Does anyone got a syringe? I mean, pass the salt and a syringe? I mean, what the fuck? Take it the fuck out.
No, I agree. Now that you mention that.
NyQuil at the table. Everything else, get the fuck out of here.
What? Someone's got a headache at the party. Anybody got a Tylenol? Oh yeah, here's the Tylenol. And then all of a sudden, we're good with that because what? You got a headache, but all of a sudden now you got a cholesterol problem, and you go. If you said, "Hey, anybody got cholesterol medicine?"
Oh God! Nah, that's way worse. Disgusting. Jesus Christ! You know, I don't want to know that you might die halfway through my meal. All right, I don't need to know any of that shit. Right? I mean, come on, man. Shit. That's how I feel.
Oh, God. So it got as far as. He goes, my wife can't stand when I do this because I do it sometimes when I go to dinner. I bring my bag. I go, bro, oh my God, you're bringing a baggie out to a restaurant?
Man.
He goes, yeah, my wife. I told him, fire up your wife on the FaceTime. So we get his wife on the FaceTime, and I go, I sympathize with your pain. I go, your husband's here at a barbecue, wolfing pills down. In between a chicken leg and a rib. I go, it's got to stop. She goes, oh, I know, it's fine. It's ridiculous. I'm just saying, those people that, again, this stuff is not taught in school.
Right.
It's not taught from parents. This is why you tune into this show. These things that are happening on a daily basis. Now people are listening to this going, I take medication at parties, and now I'm not going to do that anymore. If we could affect one person by talking about these things, I think we've done our job for the day.
Affect one, but entertain the masses, bro. I mean, entertaining. When I woke up today, if you gave me all day in the writer's room to come up with some premises, I never would have came up with the premise of the idea that we've collectively come up with, that if you're going to pull out medication at a table, whether or not it's prescribed or over the counter determines where it needs to be consumed. I mean, last cast, the lady with the cane, there's a dissection of it. I love it. Did I tell you, by the way, that I'm going to see at my favorite theater where I saw Bonnie Raitt, and then I saw that Sinatra guy, that impersonator that wasn't so good. Our summer big date when we go, me and Jack this year alone. We're going alone. And we're going to see my second favorite band other than Billy Joel, the Counting Crows, are playing at the Chautauqua Amphitheater, right? So we're going, got my tickets already and stuff, didn't rely on anything else. Now, as I think I've told you this, my neighbor is the sound guy for the shows there. Even I don't know if you saw in the news that when Salman Rushdie got stabbed on stage, remember that? That was here. He was right there dealing with all that. So I'm on the phone with my booker the other day, and I was like, "Listen, and I looked it up. I don't think you guys have the Counting Crows, but if you have any connections, I'm going to also ask some of the roadies I've become friendly with on Sebastian's tour, but I am calling in all favors. I'm dying to meet Adam Derowitz. I'm trying to get backstage just to tell this guy how much his music means to me, right?" And he goes, "I'll try to make it happen. Does any neighbor do the sound over there?" I said, "I can't do that." Got in an argument with his wife the other day. That's dead. It's dead. Of all time, too. Right before I got the Crows tickets, too. God damn.
Well, could you shed some light on the argument?
Oh yeah. I'm doing yard work, right? I'm doing the yard work, bro. I rake my leaves, then I rake their leaves after they blow over to mine. Big storm coming in today. I'm gonna rake theirs again. Drives me nuts, right? So I finished my yard. I'm exhausted and I'm blowing. There's a fence right between me and her house, right? And I thought there was no one even home. I mean, like there's been no movement the whole day, right? So now that area, I'm like, this shit's just going to blow on my side. I'm just going to gun my blower and just blow it up under her bushes. It's hers anyway. And I'm like, I start hitting it, but right away there's a big piece of paper, big packaging paper, like big bunch. As I'm blowing, I just grab it from under the bushes, and she's got a little porch area there. And not mean or anything. I just, as I'm blowing, I just drop it over there. I'm like going like this, you know. Then I come down over here and I'm blowing, and I put it on purr where it's lighter. It's not making much noise for a sec because I got to move some. And I hear Pete. I look over, and now she's out on the porch, like instantly. I haven't seen her all day. Put a little piece of paper out there. I just, is this yours? Did you? About the paper, right? Yeah. Haven't seen you all day now. Is this yours? I'm busting my ass getting your leaves in mine. Is this yours? I go, no, it's yours. If you did a little yard work, you would have seen it. It's under your bushes. Right? Then I feel purring again, and she goes, I was just trying to be nice. I go, no, you're never nice. You're never nice. Because she's not. She yells at me. The last time I did, I got some leaves by her. She yelled at me. So, but I keep waiting, and I'm not disrespectful to this woman or anything. I'm just like, you're not nice to me.
No.
Don't act like you're.
No, yeah, never nice.
I'm not blowing her. I'm turning around, blowing away from her. I'm like, you're never nice. You've never been nice. But anyway, I'm waiting for like maybe a husband to be like, hey, what's going on with that? But it doesn't happen because I think, it's like I'm not really wrong. Like if you hear the story, if Jackie said, well, then I went out and I was like, is this yours? I'd be like, well, if it was on our property, Jack, and was he helping us out, blowing it? Yeah. Well, then, yeah. Well, why wouldn't he? Like I feel like, so we'll see. TBD. But nevertheless, that avenue is dead to meet Adam Derowitz. If anything, I can't let him find out I am meeting him. He'll shut it down.
So did you get backstage? Are we getting backstage?
Well, I don't know yet. It's not till June 22nd. No, but you know what? Now I'm having I have flashbacks of is when I'm with you backstage during the tour, and somebody would want to say hello to you, and sometimes to me that in my world, but obviously for you, and then you kind of go. Sometimes you don't know who it is, so you're like, who is it? And you're always very respectful of the whole thing. But I'm like, that's what's going to happen. And the question is Derowitz going to go, yeah, or, no, I don't know. So we'll see. But if he should want to meet me, because if he meets me, he's going to have a better show because he's going to love to hear what I have to say about him.
Is he the singer?
He ain't the bassist. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, he is the lead singer, but the whole band is phenomenal. Truly, man. They're just they're so great, dude. But yeah, so it's going to be an awesome show. I'm psyched. I'm really, you know what, like as a whatchamacallit, a fan. I'm just psyched. So it should be fun.
This is the Counting Crows.
Yes.
Okay, so I did a gig. Like, I did a gig with them.
You did?
In Dallas. Charity event. In 2007.
Wow.
7?
Man.
No. 2010. At the House of Blues. And I was the comedian that was going to open the show. And then they were going to go on. Right?
Yeah.
The worst gig of my life. It was comedy against your will. Right?
Oh.
It was no seating. Everybody milling around. And then, please welcome Sebastian Maniscalco. I come out. People are, what the fuck? Like, you know, like you ever do a show where people are surprised that something is going on stage? Like, what is where people are going, what is this? Is this a magician? So, and then I had to do the auction after that. You know, like when you have a bad set and then now you're still up there. They're like, this guy's still gonna do shit.
Oh my God. Oh, I know.
And I remember Mark Cuban was kind of like the philanthropist behind this whole thing, and he was running the auction with me, and he was very kind of apologetic, saying, hey, this guy was up here trying to make you guys laugh, and you didn't pay him any attention. Now you pay attention. And he was very like, he did a solid. But anyway, the Counting Crows went on. And I'm like, I'm out. I was like,
right,
ooh.
no.
This is not my cup of tea here.
That is my second favorite band, but under the circumstances you just said as a comedian, I wouldn't have stayed either. I'm gone. And you know what? On some level, I also, Cuban, I appreciate what you're doing, but you just keep putting a spotlight on it. I'd appreciate if you wouldn't say anything at this point, all right? You're reminding them that I suck now. That's what you're accidentally doing.
Oh, man.
Oh,
what a nightmare.
God. Gosh, damn, they're tough. Wow, man. So, but... no big deal either way. It's such a small venue, and I don't want to make a mountain of molehill. I thought it would be a funny thing to chat about on the cast, though. I know. Really, maybe at the end of the day, Derowitz will text. I listened to the cast. Consider it done. By the way, when we go to Vegas, it's the AMA Awards going on at the same time, right? American Music Awards. How is that different than the Grammys?
I just think it's another award show, and I don't know if they have been around as long as the Grammys. I say Grammys is like the Oscars of music, and then the American Music Awards. I don't know what the background of that award show is, but I think it's pretty big.
Like Golden Globes of music, maybe?
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. So there might be a lot of rock and roll, a lot of people floating around, huh?
The Grammy Awards are voted by music industry professionals, while the AMAs are fan voted.
Whoa. So Taylor Swift must clean up at the AMAs if we could get her on.
We'll see. Maybe we have to put it. We don't have a video montage of us talking about Taylor Swift. So
no,
I don't think we're getting her on anytime soon.
I just took post it down.
Ooh, wow!
Took it down.
Well, did you ask? Did you ask her why? Or
well, we live in Buffalo territory, man, and the Bills can't get past the Chiefs. And every year she sits on her couch like every other kid at her school, and every kid in Western New York. and they watch Mahomes and Kelsey beat and ruin their dream. And we sit in our cold homes in Western New York and watch this happen. And what do we cut to? Taylor Swift in mittens, clapping and rooting for her boyfriend while we freeze and stay miserable till spring. Poster comes down. Haley Steinfeld is the new Meryl Streep as far as we're concerned in Western New York. That's Josh Allen's fiance.
Oh,
So anyway, that's why. But that's why, seriously. But that's seriously why, believe it or not. Can I ask you a question? Can I?
Yeah.
What the hell is it like? What the hell is it like sitting courtside at a freaking LA Laker playoff game? Holy shit. Is that exciting? Is that like amazing? Seeing them play so hard?
It's pretty spectacular, but I have something that happened at the game that I need to talk about.
All right.
I was invited to the game.
Okay.
By Jeffrey Katzenberg. All right.
Wow.
He has courtside tickets. He also invited Jack Black. Right?
Fantastic.
Now, I met Jack once. He was in Super Mario Brothers. I met him at the premiere. So we go, and there's another guy there. And how it works is like, we alternate seats like every quarter. So if I'm sitting next to one guy, one quarter, Jeffrey, okay, you sit over here, I'll sit over there. So we don't sit next to the same people. We're kind of like playing musical chairs. So you're kind of talking, right?
Oh, that's
so.
I like that idea. Who's it? Like, was that a Katzenberg idea? Was like
Katzenberg, you sit here and I'll sit here. Second quarters. No,
that's a great idea. Rotate it up. No one feels locked in. Nobody feels left out. All locked in.
Yeah.
Love it.
So now this is LA. You got a lot of celebrities at the game. Now, I've been at games where they come up and they go, hey, we're going to go to you after the second quarter and we're going to put you up on the Jumbotron, right? Do the whole thing, right? Now, I still go to these games and I go, I don't know where I fall. Like, I don't even know if they know, like, who's that? Or, like, we're getting Will Ferrell tonight, we're getting Jack Black, and we're getting Tracy Morgan. I don't know where I'm falling in that. Like, I don't know if I'm even mentioned in the conversation. It's just how I think. So, second quarter, I move next to Jack Black. Right? I'm talking to him. Timeout. The cameras come over. Right? So, the woman goes, we're going to go to you right after this public service announcement. Right? Now, I don't know if she's going you, Jack Black, or you, us. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, because I don't know, like if when the camera comes on, if I should be like, yeah, like, or is this Jack Black's moment? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they're getting me the third quarter, or they ain't getting me at all because they don't even know who the fuck I am.
Oh God, double overtime before we cut to you, bro. I'm kidding. And that's in your head. Now, do you even have a moment to go to Jack Black? Should I pretend I'm talking to you? And you're like, oh no, it's like
no. I don't know what he's gonna do. This guy's like, So, public service. Now I'm looking at the screen, right? Public service announcement, and then boom, right? It's I'm in the shot, but then I'm looking and I go, am I is that half of me? Like I'm trying to figure out in real time in real time if I should or I should just like be talking to Jeffrey during this thing while Jack Black's getting his moment. So I start to lean in the shot. I start to lead in the shot, and I'm like, oh shit. Then I feel like they feel me leaning in, so they're going tighter on him. I'm like, oh fuck. Oh, here. So I don't know if that was his shot and I robbed it from him or what. But here, there's a picture that was taken, and I gotta tell you, bro, I gotta work on my jacket placement here. I'm not used to these things like coming. They come in hot, right? It's almost like you gotta be picture ready all 4 quarters.
What?
Right?
I love I love the way. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off. Go ahead. You gotta be picture ready all 4 quarters.
So here's one. This is.
Oh God.
Good.
Is that Spielberg? You with Spielberg?
No. It's Casey Wasserman. He's running the Olympics in Los Angeles. Anyway.
Oh wow.
Here's the. Oh, what the hell was I gonna say? Oh. So Jack goes to me. So you coming back for Super Mario 2? No, this is the first time I'm hearing it. Super Mario sequel. Right? I go, what?
Oh shit.
I go, that started? You know, first I'm not in the shot. Hey, now this guy's telling me there's a fucking movie in production that I was a part of. Hello, local. I go, why are you doing recording? He goes, yeah, no, I've been in for a few sessions. I go, yeah. I go, they're probably waiting to do a Spike spin-off movie. That's why they're probably not using me. I'm joking. Of course, I'm on the phone with my agent. Fuck it, they're not getting called in for the sequel. So
You're acting like you're acting like you're cracking a joke and heading to the Ivy for lunch for a little brunch. Couldn't care less, right? Meanwhile, like, what the fuck? Who's playing the dog, motherfucker?
oh shit. Oh God. What the shit? So anyway.
What the shit?
I didn't know this was possible courtside. And I want to get again with the eyes.
Man. Wait,
No,
I was still.
I'm breaking your chops. Listen, we're courtside, and Jack Black starts talking to a guy because there's a free throw, and the guy from the Timberwolves was near us. Jack Black goes, "Hey man, you look very zen. You look very zen." And the guy's like, I am very zen. And then start talking. I go, you can do that. You can start talking. Like, what's your take on like chatting it up with the players from the courtside seats?
Well, you've had incidents.
And if I said something, would this guy go, get security, get this guy out of here? Wasn't this guy trying to rob Jack Black's shot?
Right? Don't think you're there to pick up a debt for a piece of jewelry or something. I don't know, but like I know you've had pro athletes in games that are fans of yours. So like if someone says he's a fan of yours before the game, and then the game's going on, and he comes by you maybe to take the ball out of bounds. Hypothetically, his name's Tom. Can't you go, I know he's, hang in there, Tommy. I know you got 3 fouls. We need you out there, big brother. Like, so, I don't know, something fun, like, or never.
Well, I don't know. I saw it firsthand, so I think if I do know an athlete, I might start chirping something. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I just thought that was just like, I know Spike Lee's like chastising Michael Jordan or whatnot. You remember those iconic moments where, Pippen shouting to Spike Lee, and there's a jawing. But it's like a casual, like, hey, you're there. He's like, oh, it's all right. Like, it was like guys in the middle of the game, and he was chatting with Jack Black. I just want to know, like,
so funny.
What level of stardom that you have to have where you get a response.
Yeah.
Like if LeBron's there and I go, LeBron, what's going on? You all right? And he looks at me and goes, what? Or he doesn't even he probably don't even look.
I'd be like, unless you're Barack Obama wearing a mask, wearing a Sebastian Maniscalco mask, right? I mean, come on. He's got a short list of who could say that to him. Even you ever see someone like Anthony Edwards when he beat the Lakers for Game 3? He beat the Lakers. And then he immediately hugged some dude in street clothes. And then the camera was going with Anthony Edwards, but it was still the guy in street clothes. You could see him for a little bit. Now, I was on the guy with street clothes. I'm like, who are you, dude? Like that gets the hug from Anthony Edwards before the wife, the mom, the girlfriend, anybody, I don't know who's in his life, but. So, unbelievable. A couple things I want to say. Can we see that first photo with you and Jack Black again for the viewers? Where he's pointing at you, because I feel like there's a couple things going on here. And I mean, obviously, I'm only a friend. Obviously, I would never, I'm not in that situation, so who am I really to say? But what I don't like that you're doing in the one where you're both sitting there and Jack Black's pointing at Sebastian, yeah. The leaning you're doing, you play that arena that you're sitting in. You've accomplished enough that you don't have to do that shoulder leaning, like grateful to be, happy to be in the photo sort of a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you should, and then Jack Black doing the point at you, I feel like that's you leaning in, feeling, can I be in this? And he's going, oh, baby, I better give him the point to make him feel good. So they look over at him. I just, there's too much, I'm reading a lot out of this. And then the second one where you have your hands cusped, what I like about that one is it looks like you're really there for the game, bro. That's a Jack Nicholson shot.
Yeah, I see what you're saying here. I'm not proud of this shot with the shoulders.
I'm just saying you don't have to do the lean anymore. You've done enough stuff just take the photo.
It's not, I don't know if it's a lean, bro.
No?
Here's a photo. Go back
Patrick,
to the other
does that
one.
look like a lean to you, Patrick? A little slight lean in?
It is. It looks like it's a fan photo.
Like they're in a photo booth in a mall. That's good. That standing one is good. Look at that, bro. Bro, congratulations, man. You're courtside at the Lakers. Holy shit, is that cool? At a playoff game. Did you see Jay Moore hanging out?
No, I didn't. I didn't see Jay Moore. Who else was there? I saw Will Ferrell. He was funny. He did a funny thing up on the screen. Yeah, bro. I wouldn't call it a lean. It's you know what it is? It was like a picture, and I was like, oh, it was like you almost fell into it because I was up and then down, and of course the Italians thinks that Jack Black's giving me like the Malocchio with the horns. that could be misconstrued as he is putting a curse on me in the Italian culture.
Oh, wow, really? Oh, I didn't get that at all. I felt like he's trying to welcome you in.
No, he's like, what this is? He's not in Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, is that official, by the way? All right, I don't need to see. I want to see you again now. I don't know. Is that,
we could take
is there still maybe a possibility you get the call for that? Maybe it's
done. Not looking good. That's what I heard. Not looking good.
All right, okay. Well, are they going to have that character?
No. Took him right out.
Oh, he's not in it. That character's not in this one.
He's not in it.
Oh,
no.
Well, there's nothing you can do about it. It's not like they're coming back with someone else playing the role. That's great. I could sleep. I could sleep at night with that. Well, oh, you're taking it as he's not coming back. Like, you weren't entertaining enough in the first one to write me into the second one. I ain't taking it like that. I'm thinking the writers had their own vision of how the Mario thing goes, and this. You know what happens with these kind of things? Mario 3, Spike comes back big. I've seen it a million times, bro. Seen it a million times. Seriously. So,
all right.
yeah, I thought you were going to tell me like somebody else.
No. Now, if somebody else is doing it and I don't know about it, and I go to the movies and Spike's in the movie,
if they asked me to do it and I did it, would you still do the cast with me?
I would be. I think we'd be done. No, I'm kidding.
Bro. I can't even afford re-wetting eye drops. Don't worry, dude. No one's calling. Nobody's calling. All right. Well, that's easier. That's easier. That's okay. All right. Good luck, though.
All right. Thank you. All right. That's our show for today. Pete Sebastian Show. Once again, stellar entertainment coming your way.
Absolutely.
It's like
Truly.
It's like sniper fire. Just true.
It really is, man. It just kind of like keeps going. Can I ask you one little question to go on?
Yeah.
What's your take on? It's a very short one. When I was at church the other day with Sadie, somebody dropped a piece of paper, and for a second, I when I saw it on the ground, I thought it might have been money, but it wasn't. But my point is, if you walk by in church and you find a 20, if it's in church, can you keep it, or you have to put it in the box, in the poor box?
I think if it's a 20 at church, it was intended to probably go into the offering.
Okay. Fair enough.
And
How about church grounds outside? Could have blown onto the church grounds. But if it's outdoors on church grounds, still put the 20 in a box?
No, you give it to your daughter and say, go buy some candy.
There you go. I mean, I didn't, but I was wondering that myself. That's what I landed on, too. I had this conversation with Jackie. Great hanging with you, bro, as always.
All right, man. We'll see you next week.